Welcome back to again in the platform of Ranjan Legal Hub. Today I am going to discussing about equality. So first of all, I have declared that in this video we discuss the what is equality, why equality is needed for our society, basic elements of equality, and also I discussed the aspect of equality and types of equality. So in this video I completed the all about equality. So first of all I am going to discussing what is equality. So what is equality? In any situation in which everyone has same right and advantages, known as equality, all person belonging to the society, they are treated equally. They have equal opportunity and they have equal right to do anything. Then this is equality among that people. And if this is prevailed in all over society, then this is equality for that society. Equality is the state of being equal, especially in status. The first is status, uh, uh, rights, and their opportunities. Okay, so equality is what? Equality is the state of being equal, especially in status, rights, and opportunities. Equality means each individual or group of people is given the same resources. No any person can given a special privileges. All people has given same resources and opportunities regardless of their communities and their circumstances. Uh, this is not matter that what is circumstances, which community the person belongs. All person are treated equally and given equal resources regardless of their circumstances. If we are talking about constitutional point of view, then Article 14 of the Indian Constitution talks about equality. This provision states that all citizens will be treated equally before the law and avoid any kinds of discrimination. This article avoid any type of discrimination among the people. This talks about no any discrimination have prevailed in the society among the people. The law of the country protects everybody equally. Under the same circumstances, the law will treat people in the same manner. Now I move further, that is why equality needed. Because if we not knowing that why equality needed, then it is a question that why I studied equality. So equality needed because in our society there is inequality. If there is no inequality, then no matter for study equality. So there is inequality in our society. For that reason, this is the factor I study equality. Now I talk about how inequality in our society. So there are various types of inequality existed earlier. Its origin has been happened under the family. The first inequality happened under the family, under one family. Okay. If we're talking about birth of children, then in our patriarchal society, because all we are knowing that our society is considered as a patriarchal society. So when male child is born in our family, then we distribute various types of sweets, celebrate our happiness. But when a female child is born in our society, in our family, so we feeling the sad. This is inequality among the family member. For education, our patriarchal society send male children into outside the state, outside the country for better education purpose. And if we talking about female children, then we send female children into worst institution, the institution which is situated under the village. I send girls children into that institution, but we send male children into a better best institution no matter this is under the country or outside the country. But if we talking about female children, then we said that this is a girl, so this is studied under the village. No matter the institution is a worst institution, but we studied that girl into the under the village institutions. If we talking about fooding, so provide food to the male children better than the female children. So from here inequality originated, and then we need equality. If we talking about Marxian society, when Karl Marx is given the theory, so in Marxian society communism existed. Okay, and in communism all property belongs to the nature, no any private property existed. We feeling among the people established. But when agricultural, the two things, first is agriculture and second is animal husbandry, these two things started, then our communism society converted into complex society. Our communism society from here converted into complex society. And we feeling in communism society, we feeling is prevailed under the people. So in complex society, we feeling converted into I feeling. This is my property. No means that other person what to do, why they are live. Here I feeling is existed among the people. This inequality increases day to day, and after a long period the rich people become richer. Rich people grow and become richer, and who are poor people, they downtrodden, they are become poorest. For maintaining these types of vast gap, a vast gap created between these two people, higher class and lower class. This is a gap between both are them, and for fulfilling this type of gap, government gave special privileges to the lower people, to the downtrodden people, to maintain these gaps. And this special privileges for a definite time period. For quick change in the downtrodden people, we need to provide some extra facilities to the people. This is a reason to provide reservation to the lower strata people, that is also known as downtrodden people or lower strata people. This reservation given by constitution in providing for earlier 10 years, only given for 10 years. For fulfilling the gap between upper strata and lower strata people. Now I move to the basic elements of the equality. So if we talking about basic elements of the equality, so according to Lasky, a social thinker known as Lasky, naming Lasky, who given the basic elements for equality, and they said that there are two basic elements for the equality. The first is absence of special privileges, and second is adequate opportunity to all. So absence of special privileges means the principle of social equality considers every individual equal and essential part of society, prohibits all type of discrimination. Therefore, if any provision is made of special privileges for a particular section of society, this is the violation of the social dimensions of equality. No discrimination is made with anybody on the basis of his caste, religion, color, creed, etc. And adequate opportunity to all means every person should be provided equal education. No discrimination was made for pursuing education. If any person has will to pursue higher education, they pursue higher education. No one can restrict them. And every person has given also equal opportunity in public employment, not in private employment. Every person has given equal status in public employment. No discrimination should be made on the basis of the caste, sex, religion, class, color, creed, etc. Various types. No discrimination was made on any these types. Uh, Now I move to aspect of equality. This is a very important topic, aspect of equality. So aspect of equality categorized into two categories. First is worldly and second is constitutional point of view. So aspect of equality basically categorized into two categories. First is positive aspect of equality and second is negative aspect of equality. And both are, we categorize these two types of equality on these basis. First is worldly basis and second is constitutional point of view. If we're talking about worldly, then the positive aspect of equality means all people treated equally. No discrimination should be made on the basis of one's intelligence. 1 minute. One's intelligence, ability, education, etc. Means no any discrimination has been made on the basis of intelligence, the intelligence of the people. No any discrimination made on the basis of the ability of the person. No any discrimination was made on the basis of education of the people, because nature made all people equally, so all are treated equally. This is considered as positive aspect of equality on the basis of worldly. And if we're talking about negative aspect of equality, we discriminate among the people on the basis of their post, their intelligence, their ability, their education. Then we violate social justice system, and this is considered as negative aspect of equality. But if we're talking about constitutional point of view, so this is fully opposite to the worldly, because it is absolutely opposite to the worldly. If we talking about positive aspect of equality on constitutional point of view, then equality means to provide equal opportunity to everybody to grow and to do equal treatment with all. But this doesn't means the bricklayer and a doctor, a engineer, these all person are equal salary. This doesn't means that. Equality means every individual should be given equal opportunities according to his ability and qualification. All persons fulfill their basic needs, then this is considered positive aspect of equality on the constitutional point of view. But if we treated all persons equally, whether they are doctor or bricklayer, engineer or labor, then this is considered as negative aspect of equality according to constitution, because we cannot discriminate the people on the basis of their post. If a doctor, then the doctor is equally treated, labor is equally treated. This is considered negative aspect of equality according to constitution. Now one of the most important topic, that is types of equality. So types of equality, so there are various types of equality. Here we mention only four, but various types of equality. First is political, educational, occupational, religious. Another is moral equality, civil equality. Various types of equality. But this is the most important, that is political equality, educational equality, occupational equality, religious equality. So if we are talking about political equality, so every citizen of India who fulfill basic eligibility criteria for any post, any political post, means a person who is citizen of India, they achieve age of 18, that is adult franchise. So every citizen of India who fulfill basic eligibility criteria, they contest election at that post. No any discrimination done with them on the basis of their race, caste, sex, creed, etc. No any discrimination made on these basis. If anyone restrict them, then our constitution punish the person who restricted. The second is educational equality. So every person has a right to pursue acceptable education. Here the word I speak, that is acceptable education. Not means we acquire terrorist education. This is not acceptable. So if we acquire acceptable education according to my will, no one can restrict them to pursue education if a person follow all norms of the institution, that is educational institution. Okay, any person who fulfill all the norms of the educational institution, then the person who follow the all norms of the educational institution, they can take education from that institutions. The institution cannot demand to take admission that person who fulfill their norms. If we're talking about occupational equality, so every citizen has right to choose any acceptable occupation. Here I also use term acceptable occupation. If we started any occupation, if we choose any occupation which is accepted, then no one can restrict him to do that type of occupation. Every citizen has a right to choose any acceptable occupation according to his will and spread their occupation under the territory of India. No one can restrict them. The last is religious equality. This is last but not least. If a citizen of India obtained majority, that is 18 years, they are free to choose their religion, free to choose any religion. No anyone can restrict them. Either here their parent no can restrict them. If citizen of any citizen of India obtained majority, they are free to choose their religion according to their will. No one can discriminate them on the basis of race, creed, caste, sex. They have equal right to other people and no one can restrict them to choose their own religion. So this is the basic types of equality. I discussed all these: what is equality, why equality needed, basic elements of equality, aspect of equality and types of equality. So that's all about in my end. So thank you.